On my channel, I have outlined my desire for Chelsea to sign the Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, one of the best number 9s in the world today. However, with Napoli demanding an unwavering fee of €150 million, the pride of London may be forced to look elsewhere to solve their goal-scoring drought. Many names have been called up upon: Harry Kane, Rasmus Højlund, Gonçalo Ramos, and the focus of today's video, Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic was born on the 28th of January 2000 to parents Slađana and Milos in Belgrade, Serbia. He has a younger sister named Angela, however his older brother was killed in the Bosnian War. Unlike Rasmus Højlund, his parents weren't involved in football, instead they were regular people with regular jobs, providing a comfortable middle-class upbringing for the future striker. Growing up, the Serbian had always been a fan of Partizan, a club he would eventually join in 2014. Going back to Rasmus Højlund, there are a few similarities, one being how supportive his parents were in their son's footballing ambitions. Although they encouraged Dusan to continue his education, specifically in the medical field, they understood their son's desire to become a footballer and made no effort to stand in his way. It was at the age of 7 where Dusan Vlahovic joined his first academy in the form of FK Altino. His talent was recognised quickly and was soon moved to play with the older year players, as his coaches deemed his natural age group to be too easy for the budding striker. Football very quickly became his life. At home he would practice non-stop, aiding his quick rise through the ranks in the academy and leading to his fellow peers voting him as team captain. Among the Serbian youth football scene, the name Dusan Vlahovic made the rounds as a formidable opponent for any goalkeeper. Even at a young age, Vlahovic was recognised as a real threat in front of goal, leading to the young striker mounting many trophies and medals to his name. His naturally taller build, his physical strength, coupled with excellent dribbling ability and long-range efforts on goal, provided Vlahovic with an air of arrogance. He knew he was better than his opponents and would actively wind them up, playing the game on the field and in the minds of the enemy. That enemy being the under-9s footballing competitions, a true warrior, no mercy, Cobra Kai. After making a name for himself at Altino, scouts from OFK Beograd took a liking to Vlahovic, finalising a move and bringing him into their fold. The Serbian would only spend 3 months at Beograd before moving to Red Star Belgrade, the most successful side from the Balkans and Southeast Europe, a massive step forward in the young Serbian's career. Surprisingly, Dusan's time at Red Star Belgrade was short-lived. The young striker had only played 1 game for the Balkan Icons when in the summer of 2014, rivals and childhood favourites Partizan came calling. It would be at Partizan where Vlahovic would hone his craft and grow into the player he is today. 1 year later, the striker would sign his first professional contract with Partizan at just 15 years old. In February of 2016, Vlahovic made his senior debut for Partizan against his former club OFK Beograd, making him the youngest debutant on record for the club. In total, Vlahovic played 2 professional seasons for Partizan, making 21 appearances whilst winning the Serbian Superliga and doing the double in the Serbian Cup. During this time, many notable clubs showed great interest in signing the number 9. Anderlecht, Arsenal and Juventus all tried and failed to acquire the talent before Fiorentina swept in and signed Dusan Vlahovic on a 5-year deal, paying Partizan €2 million for his services. At Fiorentina, Vlahovic really put his name on the map and became a target once again for some of the biggest clubs in the world. He signed for Fiorentina in the summer of 2017. However, due to the fact that he was under the age of 18, this move wasn't made official until his birthday, which was in January of 2018. He then wasn't permitted to play until the start of the 18-19 season by Serie A rules. When he did play, he broke records. In his debut against Inter Milan, Dusan Vlahovic became the first professional footballer to play for Fiorentina born in the 21st century. Quite an achievement. His first season was relatively quiet. It was in the 1920 season where Vlahovic staked his claim for first-team football, scoring 8 goals in 34 league appearances, making him the second highest goal scorer for Fiorentina that season, with Federico Chiesa taking the top spot, a player Dusan Vlahovic would reunite with at Juventus. The Serbian continued to improve in the 2021 season, scoring an incredible 21 goals, an effort rewarded with the Serie A Young Player of the Year award. The 21-22 season started just the same, with Vlahovic scoring for fun, riding this tidal wave of momentum. His goal-scoring form found him standing alongside the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, for when he netted against Sassuolo, his goals for the calendar year rose to 33. At the same time, he was still only 21 years old, scoring 33 goals in 1 year in a top 5 league. It wasn't long before European giants and Premier League clubs tipped their hat to Vlahovic, with Arsenal reportedly bidding £50 million in an attempt to start the attacking rebuild, with Aubameyang leaving and Lacazette's future coming to a close. It was, however, Juventus that won the race to sign the Serbian in the January transfer window, paying a reported €70 million fee with €10 million in add-ons. To no one's surprise, he kept scoring, netting in his league debut for Juventus, followed by a 33-second goal against Villarreal in his Champions League debut. Dusan Vlahovic was on fire, nobody was stopping him. It was in the 21-22 season where Vlahovic would break another record. He became the highest scoring Serbian player in the history of the prestigious Italian league, far from the peak of his powers. Combining his league goals at Fiorentina and Juventus, Dusan Vlahovic scored 24, an improvement on his 2021 goal tally, the same season in which the striker won the Young Player of the Year award. The 22-23 season has been less impressive for Vlahovic, scoring 14 in 42 appearances across all competitions, with injuries plaguing his season. It could also be argued Allegri's style of football may be inhibiting Vlahovic's output, reducing the amount of chances he gets in front of goal. This season, Dusan Vlahovic has averaged around 2.5 shots per game and has only missed 9 big chances. Compare that to Erling Haaland, who averages 3.5 shots per game but has missed 28 big chances. So, we know who he is, but the question remains, what kind of a striker is he? Well, Dusan Vlahovic is a fairly well-rounded left-footed striker who is able to use their tall, well-built frame to hold off the defensive actions of defenders and retain possession under great pressure. This strength allows for Vlahovic to make runs with the ball into dangerous areas of the field, creating goal-scoring opportunities for himself and others. Although the Serbian is 6'3", he is surprisingly agile on the ball. He has an excellent sense of balance and is able to shift his body weight rapidly to help glide past defenders. His strengths are certainly amplified when in the opponent's box, scoring the majority of his goals in this area, although the Serbian isn't afraid to shoot and score from longer ranges, netting 3 of his 10 goals this season from outside the box. A common theme on my channel is to use percentile graphs to get an idea of the strengths and weaknesses of certain players. In terms of Dusan Vlahovic, he doesn't really stand out in any significant stat. His highest percentile ranking is in the total shots category, ranking him in the 79th percentile. In my opinion, these underwhelming rankings are the product of Juventus as a team. Another theme on my channel is the use of the eye test, a tried and tested form of evaluating the true strengths, weaknesses and attributes of any certain player. From what I've seen, Vlahovic has all the hallmarks of a striker with incredible potential, suffocated in an underperforming team, stifled by a style of play that doesn't complement his strengths and amplifies his weaknesses. If you were to put Dusan Vlahovic in a team under Mauricio Pochettino, surrounded by players like Christopher Nkunku, João Felix, Raheem Sterling, Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Enzo Fernandez, and even, potentially, please let this happen, Neymar Jr., you're looking at a 20-plus goals a season striker. His tall, well-built frame will help the Serbian adapt to the Premier League at a much faster rate than someone like Timo Werner, who actively struggled with the difference in physicality compared to the Bundesliga. This will work in both Chelsea and Vlahovic's favour if a move were to materialise in the summer. AS reported it would take a fee of around 60 to 70 million euros to pry the number 9 away from the old lady. However, new reports suggest Vlahovic will not be for sale in the summer window, with Juventus determined to keep their man for the 23-24 season. Of course, this is football, money talks and things can change at a rapid pace. He is clearly a player the Chelsea hierarchy will look to if a move for Osimhen fails to materialise. So, that's about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of Vlahovic? Would you take him at Chelsea? How much is the maximum you would pay to sign the Serbian talisman? Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It would be massively appreciated. Today's like goal is 500 likes. I've been The Quick Take and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.